Well, hello, and welcome to Marty Plays Games. We are on the weekend stream. It is a Saturday, and we are taking a look at Cartel Tycoon on the PC. Now, this is a game from 2022, July 2022, and it is a resource management and RTS type game, top down. Cartel Tycoon is a survival business sim inspired by the 80s and 90s narco trade. Expand and conquer, fight off trivial rival thugs and evade the authorities, earn people's loyalties and strive to overcome the doomed fate of a power-hungry drug lord. So this one is from Moon Moose Games and published by Tiny Build. It has mostly positive reviews overall, 75% of all time, and recently it has mixed reviews at 57% of 26 reviews. So we are going to take a quick look at the settings. This one is on sale at the moment. You can pick this up for 10 of our great British pounds. In terms of settings, we have some general ones here. We can skip the movies and set language and hide the UI if we want to for some reason. Maybe if you're taking screenshots, that might be useful. We're playing this at 1440p. It is proper full screen. We have the three options there: borderless, windowed, and full screen, which is nice to see. We're playing this at 120 FPS cap. Again, proper options there. Looks like it's supporting pretty much all of my monitor options apart from 24p, but you wouldn't wrong to really do that, would you? We can resolution scale. We've got this set on the ultra preset, so everything is on ultra. Audios, lots of different sliders here. Master volume. Music was set down to 70%. Also nice to see. Cinematics I've changed down to 70 so it doesn't suddenly blast out when we go to those. And master volume I've turned down. Controls, we're playing this mouse and keyboard, so we're not using a pad this time. So we haven't inverted the Y-axis, even though that would be the correct way to use a pad. So good, everything's looking good so far. We are going to play a new game. There are 2 DLCs for this, I do believe. We're just playing the base game here. We have a sandbox and the survival game. For a sandbox, we can forge our own path, make the rules and break the rules. So that's nice if you want to do that. We're going to play the story, however. We are going to discover the gripping and dramatic stories of drug lords and their cartels. And we have some scenarios to play through. Well, obviously we're going to do the tutorial just to see how this all hangs together. And then we've got needs and fears, that sinking feeling, lambs to the slaughter, and crashing the system. So I'm guessing that that tutorial is going to take 1 to 2 hours. Seems like a pretty good thing to do then. So that is a 10 to 15 hour. 10 to 15 hour. Unbeatable and hard. Oh, so these are that's the DLC there. Okay. So we can't do that last one, but that is going to add in, if you want to do that, another scenario. So we're going to play the tutorial, as I said, and hopefully this will take us between 1 and 2 hours. So far, I quite like the presentation. Why would you just be standing there with a gun? That's not gun safety, is it? See? That's what happens. You're lucky you didn't shoot off somebody's foot.
It's done. The account is ready. sure it's a good idea?
I am sure of one thing. It will be a good lesson for all of us. Please, watch over him, hermano.
Alrighty. Early morning in the office of Capo Javier Gutierrez. A tall, well-dressed man flashes a smile as white as the marble counter on which he leans. The intended mark, a young secretary, giggles while she picks up the phone to deliver a simple message announcing the arrival of Mauricio Romero. Senor Gutierrez, your son is here. Or senor. A heated exchange muffled behind two heavy doors, quiet to near silence. Suddenly, a man crashes through them. Romero meets him, arms wide.
Uncle, you look well.
So it's only partly voiced, then we have
Walk.
no narrator. A man eyes Romero from his slick head of hair to his crocodile skin loafers. He barks.
So, Father won't be joining us?
Dios mío, Maurice. Would you listen to yourself? Talking like a fucking American.
Actually, Uncle, I go by Romero now.
Salvador growls, does he?
You forget where you're from, sobrino.
He wasn't that growly. From out of his back pocket, he pulls a folded map.
This jog your memory? Okay. Time to familiarize yourself with your surroundings. You can move the camera using the mouse or the WASD keys. You can also rotate the camera using the QE keys or the scroll wheel.
Fantastic, we've got 1 million quids nearly. That's always nice to have.
You see that marker there above the farm? That's a hint. Hints can provide important situational information, so look out for them.
This symbol encodes, so it's not anything apart from a hint. Money is the main resource. Your account status is displayed at the top of the screen. It's dirty money. No, it's legal money. We've got all the legal monies. So we need to launder money. Your account status displayed at the screen. Legal money will automatically be used for construction and other operations. You can manually turn on your buildings on and off. Turn on your first farm. It's time to do business. So
right now, that hint is telling you to turn on that farm there. So,
that one.
What are you waiting for?
Alright. So we get money from farms, do we?
So, Father has acquired some new territory then.
Salvador rolls his eyes, slipping them back into his pocket.
See, your tata bought it out from some opportunistic pigs after they shipped out the gang that was in there. He's putting you in charge.
Me? What do I know about running a cartel? Why can't you do it?
You're free to ask him, but it's nothing I haven't already said to him myself. Seems he's had enough of you burning his plata, playing rooster at some American college.
I was studying poetry.
Want my opinion? I would tell him you were flirting.
So, where do I start?
¿Qué? You're going to do it?
Until I can find a way out, yes.
A sly smile forms on the edge of Salvador's lips. The two men climb into a car. The engine hums with life.
We start by establishing a production chain with farms, roads, and warehouses.
Where are the drugs?
I've sent some money ahead to put up a farm on some land with good soil for opium. You can build out from there.
Las Polos.
So, now you've got the farm working on some goods. You need a place to store them. Open the build menu and select warehouse under the logistics tab. Then you've just got to choose where to build it. Personally,
just like that.
I
Nice
build
easy.
it in that highlighted area.
Yeah, we've already done that, mate. Yeah. You're a bit slow there.
You're gonna need more than one farm.
There are lands with different yields, each product different soil quality, and around the world try and build farms in the highlighted yellow, green to achieve the greater uptime. Farms should always be built within the radius of a warehouse.
To fill up that warehouse. So build 4 more. But make sure they're within the service range of the warehouse. You'd be surprised how easy these truck drivers get turned around.
Well, can we go in there? We need to own that region. Alright, well. There we go then. Oh, are these not on? Well, they are. So... why have they got little exclamation marks on them then? You can go away. We have all the houses.
It's best to keep the roads simple. Look, I've highlighted an area for you to build roads connecting the warehouse, the city, and the nearby aerodrome. And don't forget to connect those farms to the warehouse.
Alright, we're going to build roads now, have we? We're going to have a asphalt road. Oh, we haven't done research that. We can do gravel road. Let's see how these roads... Gonna build them down the sides of the farms. That looks pretty good to me. Do we have to actually do that then? We do? We do. Excellent, so we have chained everything together. That's nice and simple. I like that. No stupid, ridiculous road building.
Just kick back and wait for those flowers to grow. What? Got something better to do than wait? Fine. You can alter the game speed using the panel at the top of the screen.
Cool. Alright, what do these want us to know? Properly built roads will help create efficient logistics. Where you build is just as important as what you build. Produce 10 units of opium, that's what we're building. That is the drugs, look. Opium farms is what we were building. Poppies. Production chain completed.
Useful information can also be found in the manual. To access the manual, click on the book in the upper left.
And then it stops. Money. Uptime, roads and buildings.
Corner to open the manual.
Close, close, close. Graded map carpets the hotel floor. A network of worn-out folds divides the region into 2 sections. In one of the sections, a small cluster of bullet casings represents the beginnings of a production chain.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah, you're a natural.
Oh, thank you. Salvador stands over the desk, casting a shadow over the seated Romero.
Is something wrong, Uncle?
What? You think now you sit back and the money just rolls in?
Yes.
Who's going to deliver the opium to the aerodrome?
I don't know, the delivery driver?
Well, I was hoping.
Dios mío. I'll make the deliveries for now. But if you're going to be a successful capo, Sobrino, you don't want your lieutenants wasting their time on opium deliveries. You need to get out of this office and into the city. Put that college brain of yours to work on improving logistics. Or pay some nerds for research which figure out a solution to our transportation issues. Either way, soon you'll have this place running like poetry in motion, eh?
Salvador wears a self-satisfied smile. Romero is less amused.
Looks like you got your first lieutenant, and a handsome one at that.
The cartel consists of capos and lieutenants. The capo's portrait is marked with a gold ring. Depending on their abilities, you can order your lieutenants and even your capo to carry out various instructions, such as deliver and move, by clicking on their portraits.
You can give a lieutenant an order by clicking on their portrait and opening their lieutenant menu.
Where
Try
is
it
that
out.
portrait?
Order me to move to the warehouse you built.
Use lieutenant. Well, where's your portrait? Character list. Select. Move. Where are we supposed to move you to? The warehouse. Did we do it? I think so.
Seleccione, por favor.
I'm not sure we did that quite right, but we achieved the end goal, so that's fine.
Now that your lieutenant is at the warehouse, open their menu and select the ability Deliver. Select the product, the amount you want to be delivered, and show
All of
them
it.
where to take it. Ruabalo, have me deliver opium to the aerodrome. This will be your selling point. Go ahead, turn it on.
Okay, well, we've set that up then. The aerodrome is one example of a smuggling point. Just bring the product to the smuggling point, automatic delivery using a lieutenant, or you'll get dirty money in return.
Open the research tree window.
Wow, that's quite a big tree, bloody hell. Research.
And research the transport company.
I think we just did that, didn't we? Yeah. Good. Can I close you? How do I close you down?
Now that it's been researched, you can build us a transport company to take care of moving products from the warehouse. Make sure
Build.
that the transport company
Logistics,
is within
transport
range
company.
of the warehouse, and make sure that there are roads connecting it to the aerodrome, obviously.
Done. We are a winner.
Now all that's left to do is tell the transport company where to deliver to. Open the transport company and set the aerodrome as an additional connection. Then watch the magic happen.
Yeah. I think that's done. Maybe we ought to do a shortcut through there. Then it won't be going up there and going down there. So, yeah, we're doing better pathfinding now, so at least we know that the pathfinding in this game works. And we have dirty money.
Ya está. The distribution of opium is now automated. Use the stop delivery order to cancel your lieutenant's current instructions and save his aging back from further trouble.
Good. So what can you do now then? Salvador Romero is still watching the cars coming and going, ferrying illicit goods back and forth.
You smell that?
But drugs? The transport company reeks of fresh paint and petroleum.
That's progress, Sobrino. You're doing well.
See, Uncle. In fact, I'm even starting to have a little fun.
Don't get ahead of yourself. There's a long way to go yet.
I'd expect nothing less. So, what now, Lieutenant?
Our warehouses are beginning to fill with dirty money. Dealing in dirty money is a dangerous thing. La Policia can sniff that shit out as if they were truffle pigs. We need a money laundry to scrub that scent from it. Now, your tata just used to pay your college fees in cash and launder it that way. But since that's no longer an option...
Wait, he did what?
Our next best bet would be something like a taxi company. We can build one in the city. And while we're at it, it's time we found a proper residence.
But isn't that a waste of money?
Not at all. A private residence is a good place to stash dirty money in much greater quantities than any other building. Plus, I love you, Sobrino. But one hotel room just isn't big enough for the two of us anymore. You can use dirty money to build too, you know. Open the city menu and start construction of the taxi company with dirty money.
Okay, buildings, taxi company, build. The research tree, yeah, we've seen the research tree. Event details, you can build a limited number of buildings in the city.
But the transport company can't carry cash. It's a policy or something. You'll need to use a lieutenant to transport it to the taxi company. Oh, I wonder who's going to wind up with that job.
I wonder. Move. Deliver. Dirty money. And the errand. Oh, alright. We need to move him then to the taxi company. Wants him to deliver. No. Using the taxi company. We haven't constructed it yet, then. So we're still got to wait until the taxi company is done, I think. Where can we see progress of the... it's under construction. Can't see progress though. Right, so do we have to deliver at least money from the tax to the tax? Move to here. Right, and deliver cash infinite. Actually, we don't want infinite, do we? Deliver cash, and it needs to be 8,000 to the taxi company. Huzzah! Yes, done.
Excelente. Now you can launder money.
We're laundering money. £700 a day. It's going to take a while, and we've got 26,000 of it. Launder 5,000 monies. Let's send that to that much then. Haven't we done that? Deliver cash. Well, let's move him to here. Deliver cash, all of it, to the taxi driver then.
To automate the movement of money, you'll need to build a residence. I've marked another area on your map where you could build it. After that, you can stop any ongoing lieutenant deliveries of dirty money using the stop delivery command. Home is where the heart is, and now the cash too. But for this to work, you'll need to set the aerodrome and the taxi company as additional connections.
Okay, additional connections. Why can't I do that then? Add a new connection. Add a new connection.
Now you can use the residence to transport dirty money from the aerodrome. Build roads through the highlighted area to connect the city, the residence, and the aerodrome.
Standing on the porch of their old residence, Salvador wraps an arm around his nephew's shoulder.
You know, you're very like your father.
I'm not getting ahead of myself, Uncle. What's next?
Let's see. Legal money is best left free for where it is needed most. Research, paying off los tambos, etc. So, where we can afford to, we should operate using dirty money. Building and paying upkeep with dirty money is certainly an underhanded way of doing business. It can speed things up by cutting out the time it takes to launder cash, but you need to move the money to where it's needed manually. It can be challenging for the most experienced capos like your tata, but I think you're ready to be a little more hands-on.
Gracias. I won't let you down.
Romero heads to the residence. When he hears the door close behind him, Salvador hums sadly to himself.
It's not me you need to worry about letting down, Sobrino. Here's a neat trick. Residences can deliver dirty money for the construction and upkeep of other buildings, so long as they're connected, of course. Using dirty money, build a new warehouse within range of the residence. Then, build roads to connect the new warehouse with the road leading to the residence.
Can we rotate that building? Ah, yes, we can. There we go. Right, so we need a road. Gravel road. We've built a warehouse.
Keep on going. Keep on growing, Capo. Using dirty money, build new opium farms within range of both the residence and the warehouse, and build roads to connect the new farms with the road leading to the residence.
Well, look, we've got green there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. And let's build our roads then.
You'll need another transport company for your new production chain. Build one new transport company within range of the residence and the warehouse. And make sure to build roads to connect the transport company with your dirty money
We're all
production
done.
chain good to go. All that's left to do is set the aerodrome as an additional connection for the new transport company and watch the money roll in and out again.
I think we ought to build a better road though, so that we're not... Salvador and Romero once again collected around the faded map. Stretched out now over a wooden desk in the resident's main office, Romero reaches across and carefully places a few more bullets to represent the new production chain.
Building out quite the empire now, eh, Uncle? ... Uncle?
The officer's silent for just a moment, then Salvador slams a hand down on the wooden desk, knocking over the bullet casing.
Hey, what's the deal?
The lieutenant erupts into a deep-bellied laughter.
You call this an empire? Dios mío, even your tata would have got a kick out of that one.
What's that supposed to mean?
A few farms, a couple warehouses, and a taxi company do not an empire make, Sobrino. So, your next lesson will be in expansion.
Alright, keep your hair on.
And not a moment too soon. I've been bored as a monkey in a fucking bonsai tree down here.
Well, maybe we'll send you
No
transport
offense
money
taken,
again
Uncle.
then.
First, we'll need to take out the gang occupying the capital city in the region we want to control. And for that, we'll need another pair of hands. At least. You can hire new lieutenants at the residence. Open the residence and hire Tony Quintero. Meanwhile, your old friend has gained enough experience to rank up. Why don't you open his profile and promote him? What about a large raise too? And a company car? Too much? Too much. Got it.
Now it's opening up. Recruit lieutenants. Tony Quintero. This guy is so big and menacing that his very presence is often enough to subdue opponents. Wow. Well, I think we'll recruit him then. I was in the middle of building a road anyway to my logistics, my airport. There we go. Salvador Romero has gained enough experience to rank up.
Greetings.
So how do we rank him up then? Open profile. Upgrade? No. Oh, we're not Salvador Romero. Cool. That's Salvador, isn't it? We'll choose suppressive fire. I think that will do.
Tony, welcome, Parce.
Salvador embraces Tony Quintero, the newest lieutenant of our control. Of our cartel. Of out. I think that has a typo.
Wait, you know each other?
Of course he does. Of course he does.
Of course, we share a barber.
Uh-huh. The young Gapo's face twists in confusing.
But
Before he can finish his thought, Salvador places a firm hand on his shoulder and leads him over to the faded map laid out across the wooden desk.
Para me bola, sobrino. With Tony on board, we have all we need to grow our operation here. The first step, diplomacy.
Diplomacy with guns, I hope.
diplomacy?
Of course, diplomacy is the bedrock on which empires are built, and no form of diplomacy has created more empires than arms dealing. Why don't we see if our neighbors in Rogandes would be willing to sell us some weapons, eh? First, you'll need to get in a room with the gang's leader. Well, I'd rather you than I.
You can trade with the enemy gangs and develop a good relationship with them. Open the Rogan City menu and use agreement. I guess it's that one, is it? I don't see agreement. See a talk button. And I see a make a deal one. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do now. Huh. Alright. Open the Rogan City menu and use the agreement button to make a deal to buy weapons from the local gang. Well, there we go, there's agreement there. That could have been a bit clearer. Can we change that? No. I guess we'll just have to deal with the defaults there.
Well, would you look at that? Not only did you manage to come back alive, but you struck a deal too. We'll send our new friend Tony to collect the weapons and deliver them to our residence.
Great. You do that. Is he going to do that automatically, or do I have to tell him to do that? Deliver. Weapons. 60 to our residents. Are we buying these with dirty money? I hope so.
And now, it's time to fulfill our side of the deal. I don't think we want this particular transaction showing up in our bank statements, however. We'll deliver what we owe in dirty money to the city. Hey, I hear Tony just became available.
Deliver. Cash. How much do we owe them? 10 grand. To the city. Salvador growls again. He does that a lot.
I see. Well, if those are our only choices, then I suppose we will have lead.
He thrusts the phone down on the hook, watch closely by his nervous nephew.
What is it, Uncle?
Violence.
It seems our end of the deal remains unfulfilled.
What? No! I gave them exactly what they agreed to! Those cerdos grandes.
Romero strikes the table hard with a single fist. He recollects himself.
We cannot allow this transgression. What are our next steps?
Guns. We've just bought some of those, we can use them. A crooked smile breaks across Salvador's lips, his nephew's anger bringing him much amusement. Yeah, look how amused he looks.
Hey, when diplomacy fails, war becomes inevitable. Luckily for us, the fools have sold us the instruments of their downfall.
If they work.
Unluckily for us, we need to get these instruments to the battlefield. We'll ask Tony to deliver, but I warn you, this action will be a declaration of war.
Well, let's move here then. And we'll deliver guns. All the guns. Proceed.
Tony is no pushover. But even he can't take on an entire gang by himself. Quickly, the capo must join the fight. As for myself, I'll see to it that the rest of those weapons make it to the battlefield.
Move. Proceed. Where's my other one? You. Go to the residence. And deliver guns. All of the guns.
All right, that's the last of the weapons. Ay, Dios! We're pinned down. We need to lay down some suppressive fire, quickly!
And we'll spend suppressive fire.
It's only a matter of time until we win this war. But remember, Hotshot, terror will continue to increase as conflict occurs. If you're not careful, you might catch the wrong kind of attention.
Attracted attention to police. That's no good. Shoot the police. Open the residence and upgrade it. Alright, we'll do that. Upgrade.
The city is ours. But I don't
Excellent.
remember Tony having that many bullet holes in him before.
Oh, I think
He's
he might
no
be
use
dead.
to us like this. I mean, he must be in so much pain.
Evacuate.
Let's get him to the residence. He can recover there. Vamos!
Healing. Salvador presses his black phone to his ear.
Si, Capo. You heard correctly. I'm just a steady hand. The boy is pulling his weight. I don't think we're quite there yet. He still has that fine head of hair after all. It was the stress that took yours, no? Then again, I don't remember you ever having that much hair. Must be from his mother's side. Me? No, hermano. This is a choice. Oh, hold on. He's here.
Salvador places the phone down next to the receiver as Romero bursts into the office, visibly distressed.
Is everything okay, Maurice? You're
Clearly
sweating
not
like a
if he's
fox caught
visibly
fucking in a forest
distressed.
fire.
It's the police, Uncle. They want to take one of our buildings.
Tell him no.
Don't tell me you're sweating over Los Tambos. So what? They will put some tape around a building? Block some road? Get some money in the right hands, and we'll be cutting that tape off to applause, like we're opening a children's hospital. We took a fucking city, Sobrino, so the authorities are going to notice. In these situations, we make use of our new friend, the mayor.
The mayor would just help us like that?
Not unless you cross his palm with silver.
We'll put up a new casino in the city, and when the public's loyalty is high, we'll ask the mayor for a favor. With enough loyalty, he can keep the authorities off our backs. Comprende, young capo?
Romero nods and leaves quickly. Salvador lifts the phone to his ear once again.
You hear all that? See, a little while to go yet, but he's getting there.
Alright, so if we...
I hate to say I told you so.
Let's
Due to the
please-
current terror level, police have arrested one of your farms. Looks like the federales wanted in on the fun too. They've blocked the road with a cordon. Wait for the arrest time to end, or open cordon and bribe to remove it early.
How do we do buyout? Yeah, we've got all the cash, we can do that. We'll open that again. So we did that. Now we have to wait on that one. But if we can build a casino then. Buildings. No, we can't do that yet. What about on this one? Buildings. No, we can't do that yet either.
Unless you keep your loyalty up, you'll lose control of an unoccupied city over time. Move any lieutenant or capo inside the city to prevent the cartel from losing control of it.
We have to go to this one, don't we?
Gracias.
Move.
If we're going to avoid that in the future, we should think about investing in our image. Open Chaparisha's building menu and build a casino in the city. We can use loyalty buildings like the casino to increase our loyalty. Makes sense, right? Loyalty is the general public's opinion of your cartel and a powerful tool to have in your arsenal.
Right. Logistics. No. Add. Oh, there we go. Casino. Build.
Mayors can perform favors such as freezing an attention star to stop attacks. Ask the mayor of Chaparisha, Ol Abuelo Mágico himself, for a favor. Oh, and with the increase in the size of your residence, you can set another connection for it. How about the casino?
Done.
There are various ways to increase your loyalty, such as buying from villages or hosting special events in buildings like the casino. Go on, give it a try.
What did we purchase exactly? Donate to a special event at the casino. So we have to click on the casino, right? Casino. We can launder that. 11,000. Let's execute that. Mauricio slumps into the leather chair in the office.
The secret with Los Tambos is that they do not exist to protect people. They exist to protect the property of the rich, an interest of which the people sometimes coincide. They're less concerned with your pockets being full than they are their own being empty.
Well, now their pockets are full. Maybe now we can kick back and enjoy the quiet.
Salvador pours a smooth, clear spirit into a crystal glass and offers it to him. Mauricio thanks him with a nod and makes it to take it down from him, but at the last moment the lieutenant lifts it to his own mouth and finishes it quickly. That's not very good. Not very nice.
Hey, what gives?
This is no time to rest, Sobrino. We have the city in the palm of our hand. Now we must close the fist.
Let me guess. I'll be paying another visit to our friend, the mayor.
See, but taking control of a region isn't as simple as asking politely. You don't get into public office without a nose for opportunity. The mayor will have drawn up a list of demands. Fulfill them, and the city and the region is ours. Everybody's got a price, Capo. Talk to the mayor of Rogandes.
About time. I was beginning to think you weren't coming. Sebastian Medina, mayor of Rogandes, doesn't so much turn around to greet his guest. I must have missed a part of the invitation with the time on it. Medina turns to face the capo, laughing at his own sleeve. Right, just get to the end.
The sorrowful Sebastian, once you've fulfilled the mayor's 3 conditions, you'll be able to take control of Rogandes. No votes, no campaign, no babies to kiss.
So we need to lend to a friend, deliver dirty money to Rogandes to help Medina clear his debts. So we deliver £50,000 in cash. Alright. You deliver cash 50 grand to yeah. Right, well we have to wait for that to complete before we can see the second demand then, I think. And we're going to deliver opium as well. Can we recruit another lieutenant? No. Because that would speed things up. Right. Recapture all the buildings in the region. Which buildings? Oh, these ones? I guess.
Escucha.
Move to there. Proceed. And you,
How are you?
move to there. Attack with weapons. Move to there. I want to attack with weapons. So we've done that. One last thing. Supply some units of opium. Deliver 100 opiums.
Please
I want
select.
you to move back to there, and I want you
Selección.
to move to the airport. So I think that's where our opiums is. Oh no, it's in the warehouse, isn't it? Move to there. Right, deliver opiums. How many did it want? I can't remember now. 100 opiums.
Orden.
Where's our other warehouse? There. Delivered 65, so we need another 35. Okay,
¿Dónde le gustaría ir?
move to here. Deliver 35s. Now, it's quite difficult to accurately set that, to be honest. That's a little bit annoying. Good.
Way to go, Capo. Talk to the mayor again and take control of the capital and
Acquire the city. I need this region.
region. Make sure that at least... How about some good for a change? Open Chaparicha's building menu and build a church in the city. Then, set the church as an additional connection for the residents. Okay, so it's not totally good. But come on, what do you expect?
Woohoo! We don't have any additional connections though, do we? So we can't do that. Unless we can upgrade it, I suppose. Doesn't look like we can though, so that's kind of stuck then, aren't we? Is that a bug? Oh, we got to wait for the church to be built. Did we not build it? Perhaps we didn't build it. Yeah, but we still can't add it as a connection.
No good deed goes unpunished, eh? Your actions have caused the increase in terror. Lucky for us, mayors can influence the terror level. How about we ask our old friend Sebastian Medina for a favor?
Confirm. Bang, bang, bang. Mauricio's hammer a nail through the corner of the map and into the office wall.
Building out quite the empire now, eh, couple?
Now it's an empire, is it?
Owed all of it to your guidance, Uncle. No, Tio.
He steps back to admire his handiwork, and Salvador clasps a
But
firm
our
hand on
work
his
is
shoulder.
never done. You see, the more we sell a certain product, the more saturated the market becomes. Demand goes down. So do prices and our profits. What use is all of this control if it could be all taken away by something as unpredictable as the market? Diversification, Sobrino. We must diversify our production chains.
Well done. So his college degree has done him well.
Dios mío, I thought you went to college to study poetry. When did you have a chance to learn all this?
I went to college to study poetry, Tio. That doesn't mean I actually studied it. And when you're not studying, you find quite a lot of time for smoking. I mean, studying the economics of cannabis distribution.
I think it's time your father meets the man you have become.
Business first, Lugarteniente.
Mauricio smiles, Salvador laughs and embraces his nephew.
Sumer said, boss. Now that you're growing for two, it's time to upgrade those farms. Open the research tree window and research tier 2 of the farm. Oh, and just a side note. If that loyalty meter hits 0, the capo will die. To avoid this, I'd advise increasing the loyalty level by any means known to you. Just thought I'd mention it, you know.
Thank you. Well, that has been Cartel Tycoon on the PC, which I think is pretty good, actually. There's a massive research tree. I wasn't really expecting it to be that big. I thought it would be quite a simple game, but there seems to be quite a lot to this. All these different... So can we click on this? Yeah. So we've got workshops, automation, storage, network improvements, hotels that we can build, chemical plants, so bigger empire warehouses and aerodromes, and we've got tier 3 stuff. We've got labs, haste to powder. So I think there's quite a lot to this game to unlock yet that we haven't seen just in this first hour. So I can see that it would perhaps take 10 hours to unlock stuff in some of the bigger scenarios. I quite like this one. But that is all from me for today. I should be back again tomorrow with another game from my pile of shame. Until then, I hope you have a pleasant Saturday, and I shall see you later.